Northern Line, the train you are approaching is to Northern via Bank. Please stand back from the platform edge.
Hi, my name's Chakes. This is episode 18 of Road to Sobriety. Haven't uploaded for a little bit. Oh yeah, I've got sunglasses on because this light's really bright today, so I know I look like a bit of a knob. I've not uploaded for a while. I was meant to do another Peloton type video. Come ride with me is obviously what I was calling it. But I twisted my ankle on a run just before I was meant to do that, and I need to give it a rest. So there will be another one of them at some point, but they take ages to sort because of the two cameras that and editing it all. It takes a while, but I will definitely do another one of them. Today, obviously, another Road to Sobriety sort of update. I am now over 50 days sober. Brat, that's crazy. Yeah, I hit 50 days on Sunday. So this weekend I have just been in London, as you will have been able to tell from the title sequence. I was down in London on Friday and Saturday night. Friday night I was there for a gig at the O2. I was seeing Kasabian and the Streets, if you do know either of them. That was really good. Great gig. Kasabian, really good. Obviously from Leicester, where I'm from. So I had to go support them. Had my Leicester City shirt on, of course. A few other Leicester shirts spotted around. But yeah, they were really good, sounded really good. I will stick in some footage from that.
All I can tell you is, it's going to be fucking big.
Obviously stayed sober, very much environment where there is a lot of alcohol around, but didn't find it too difficult. I was with some mates, they were all drinking, but not a problem. Obviously I am on my own journey with this sort of thing, but had as good of a time there not drinking as I would have had drinking, if not better. It meant that actually I could spend more time taking it all in. A few of the guys I was with were obviously having to go to the toilet and stuff during because of how much fluid they were drinking. And it just meant that I didn't have to do that the whole time. So I could take in the entire set and get my money's worth, really. So, and also save a load of money, because in there it was like £9 for a pint of beer, and they were getting the 2-pinters that you can get at gigs, which they were like £17, I think they were paying for them. So crazy amount of money. I was saying that I think this weekend just gone with being in London, from not drinking, not smoking, all that sort of stuff, I probably saved myself about £200. Like, I went to London, the money that I spent, including my travel, and obviously I just stayed at a friend's, I've probably spent like about £100 the whole time, maybe a little bit more, which is crazy for 2 nights in London where you're doing stuff. That's like bargain. So yeah, so that was really good. Then on the Saturday night, like I say, doing stuff both nights. On the Saturday night was my friend Hasib. Shout out Hasib. I know that he's been watching these, supporting. It was him and my other mate Sam, who also shout out Sam because he's also been watching. They had a house party because they just moved into a new house in London. It was really good. I was a bit tired from the night before, so I ended up having to come away a bit early. Sorry, Hasib and Sam. I know I didn't say goodbye, but I had to go. Yeah, but it was really fun. I was still there for I left at midnight, so I was there for still 2.5, 3 hours. There were loads of people there. It was quite a big party. Thank you, Hasib and Sam, for having everyone, I guess. Sort of last week, other than that, just working, gymming, standard sort of stuff. Had a call with a family friend regarding retraining in a different area, because I know that I've been saying about obviously career change and stuff like that. So it was good to get some info on the field of work that he's in and how he got into it, because he retrained not that long ago. So just shows, doesn't it, I think, really, in life, you sometimes hold yourself back from trying new things and things because you think the path that you're on now is set in stone. I think people are always a bit scared to be like, you know what, I'm going to go try do something completely different to what I've been doing, sort of thing. It's quite easy to just be treat a career as once you're in something, then you just continually work your way up in it. But actually, if you're not really enjoying it that much, or you feel like there's something that you would be better served doing, then it's worthwhile pursuing that, I guess, which is obviously how I'm thinking now. Just going back to the house party, obviously, like I say, wasn't drinking, and again, that was fine. Obviously most people there were, and again, that's fine, but I did find that probably on the Saturday I started to tire a bit more, your social battery drains, I think. And the whole time I was in London, I was just doing stuff with people constantly. That was obviously towards the end of my weekend there. I think just by that point I'd hit a bit of a wall in terms of being able to talk to all new people and stuff. So like I said, there was a lot of people there that I knew anyway that had come down from Leicester. Your social battery, that definitely drains more if you're sober than obviously if you're drinking. But if you're drinking, then probably the conversations eventually end up just being a bit nonsensical anyway. So on the Sunday, travelled back to Leicester. In the morning, I'd met some friends that were still in London and people that lived there and stuff, and went for coffee and a walk and some food, and then basically headed back to Leicester. Today's Tuesday, yesterday Monday, worked, went to the gym, had a bit of a weird day yesterday, first time in a while where just struggled to get myself to do stuff. Ideally I wanted to film this yesterday and I just didn't, so I don't really know what was happening yesterday. I've had a bit of a think about it, spoken to people about it, and just I still associate travelling back from somewhere on a Sunday with a heavy weekend of drinking and stuff, because that's what it would have been in the past. So I find that sometimes on the Sunday evening or the Monday, I'm thinking I've been drinking, even though I'm not. It's like a phantom hangover type sort of thing, which is a real thing, where when people are stopping drinking after quite a delayed amount of time, around the period that I'm in now, you just randomly wake up on a day where previously, a Sunday sort of morning, where you previously might be feeling hungover if it was when you're in your pattern of drinking, and feeling a hangover without having drunk anything. And that's some kind of it wasn't how I felt on Sunday waking up, but on Monday I felt just a bit out of sorts, really. But I think it was, as well, you put pressure on yourself, don't you, when you're going sober, to think well, everything's going to be amazing now, sort of thing. It's not going to be the case 100% of the time, but I think you can take stock in the fact that the way you're feeling, like let's say you've had a bit of a crappy day, it's not alcohol induced, it's not artificially induced feelings, it's like real feelings. So you can kind of combat that better than when it's like artificial, because when it's artificial, it's like there's nothing you can really do to get it to go away. Whereas when it's like actually you have just woken up today feeling a bit crappy, well, there's stuff that you can do to kind of change how your day. I have this thing of like, if I wake up feeling rubbish in the morning, or a bit out of sorts, I just try and do what I can to make sure that I go to bed feeling better than when I woke up, sort of thing. And that's what happened yesterday. Like by the evening, I was fine, back to normal, sort of thing. And I just worked a bit later because I didn't get that much done earlier in the day. Yes, and then today I've just worked as well. Didn't go to the gym today because I had something on at lunch. But I didn't want to say what I had on at lunch. That was weird because I've not really mentioned it. But basically, I had like a therapy session at lunch over Zoom. Don't know why I was like shying away from talking about that. But yeah, I'd been doing therapy for so the past couple sessions I'd done like a 4-week gap between them because I got myself to a place where I felt much better. But just before I stopped drinking on this sober street, I hit a real like bad patch, sort of mentally, just relating to various stuff that's gone on in my life, sort of over the past like year or so. But today was like the last one that I've decided to do, and then because I've, like I say, I feel in a much better place. So that was really positive. And the sort of therapist that I'd been speaking to, she was saying like how far I've come, and sort of that's really nice to hear, obviously. And it is night and day how I feel now compared to sort of 2 or 3 months ago. And I think I knew it would be if I put the work in, but it's just like caring enough to do that and not getting complacent when you do start to feel better, to then just think, well, okay, I'm going to go back to my old ways and things. So yeah, so I did that, and it was also snowing today, so I'll show you that nice bit of snow this morning in Leicester. It melted by about 12, not very much snow at all. Then yes, that's pretty much everything. So yeah, really obviously feeling proud. I'm over 50 days, like it's flown by, it's crazy. Next milestone's like 2 months, which will be in a few days time. Well, not a few days, but like a week or so's time. And I'm going to be going to Italy on Saturday. I'm going to Milan, and I'm coming back from there on Tuesday. So I'm going to try and film quite a lot there, make a little bit of a video of it. So that'll be the next episode. That might not come until midweek next week, sort of week or maybe just over so's time. But yeah, that'll be cool. Going there with my cousin. He doesn't really drink too much either. He might have the occasional drink, so it's not really like going to be much of an issue being with him. Not that it's an issue being with people who are drinking, but it does make it a bit easier if you're going abroad, because Italy especially is somewhere where in the past if I'd gone there, yeah, I would have been drinking, definitely, in all the restaurants and stuff like that, bars and things. Like, it's very much quite an easy place to probably end up drinking. But I'm not going to be. I'm just going to be drowning myself in coffee and credinos, if you know them. They're like the little aperitif. They're like a non-alcoholic Aperol spritz, so I'll be having plenty of them. And bare pasta and pizza, obviously, got to be done. So that is episode 18. I know the last episode 17, I kept saying that episode was episode 18. Just lose track of it. So, but that was episode 18 that I've just filmed. Episode 19, like I say, will be the Italian special. Bro thinks he's fucking Top Gear or something. Bro thinks he's Casey Neistat with these sunglasses on. So yeah, episode 19 will be the Italian special. Wow. So I'll see you all then, whenever that comes out next week sometime. Alright, thanks, bye.